Lelemba Phiri from Zoona, and she is the Chief Marketing Officer. And we have just had Extraordinary Women Coastal Network in Blouberg. And what a morning it was. Wow, your story was inspirational, Lelemba. I am totally fascinated with your story and the 5 points that you spoke about today. Would you mind sharing with us at least 3 key takeouts that you'd like our listeners to take away with it?
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me, first of all. I had an amazing morning. I think it's a very vibrant group of women who are really supportive of each other. And it's always good to see networks of entrepreneurs really leveraging each other's businesses and being there for one another. I also noticed it's very friendly, so everybody's like really friendly with each other, which helps.
Yes.
I think entrepreneurship can otherwise be pretty lonely if you don't have people doing similar things. So this morning I shared 5 key takeaways.
Yes.
Number 1 is around shedding labels, because sometimes we put so many labels on ourselves as women. Oh, I can't do this because I'm a mother, or I can't do this because I'm a woman, or I can't do this because I'm a wife. And we use these labels as excuses. And I think instead of using them as excuses, it's more important that we use them as reasons to really drive us and to just shed those labels and just kick the boxes away. In fact, there should be no boxes whatsoever.
I love it.
Yeah.
I really love it. And any other of the takeaways you want to mention?
Number 2, I talked about swapping some of the negative labels that may have been put on us by others. For example, how could you turn some of these negatives into positives? When I was younger, I used to be told, oh, you're very loud, you've got a very loud voice, and you should tone it down. But now as a public speaker, it's something that I really appreciate because I don't need a microphone to speak.
Excellent. Yeah, we saw that today. You loud and proud, and I think that's the way to go.
That's the way to go.
Shouldn't stand in shadows.
Yeah, I think we carry too much of people's opinions and turn them into our truths, when we can really just transform some of those negative words and see how we can turn them into positives and more empowering labels. Yeah.
Excellent. And your final one is one I'd like to mention because it pays into something that Extraordinary Women is so... Gwen Sorotti really loves playing this to the fore, is about leveraging your community.
Absolutely.
And leveraging yourself as well.
Yeah.
Just talk about that last point.
Yeah. So I talked about living authentically, living in flow, and also multiplying ourselves and others.
Yes.
And so what you're speaking to ties into this multiplying yourself and others. I think as entrepreneurs, we fall into the trap of wanting to do it all and burning ourselves out and getting really angry with the journey just because we feel, I must do everything. With networks such as the Extraordinary Women, you can leverage off each other as entrepreneurs. What is somebody else good at that I can use within my business? Or how can we partner? Some of the businesses are so similar in nature that maybe if we come together, would create a lot more impact and we would serve a lot more people because we're bringing together our networks, we're leveraging our skills, we're also leveraging just the unique strengths that we can bring to the table. And I encouraged the ladies this morning that instead of working as solopreneurs, you might want to really partner a lot more and also just use the people in the network.
I love it. It goes to exactly what we've been trying to teach our ladies in this network, and I think we should do it. We should all be women of increase.
Absolutely.
And in that way become women of substance. Thank you so much, Lelemba. We really learned so much from you this morning, and I think your story should be told everywhere.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.